Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy midshipmen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense, you better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Horvath. It's caught downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll go to the fullback. Tackled, but he has a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run the option. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Fullback's got it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game now. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And David, how they would love to stay stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working to see if they can pull it off again here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They keep attacking through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And here comes the Navy offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here comes the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll go to the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The back goes in motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. On the option. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires downfield. He And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll run the option. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Now on second down. On the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs...
Picked off! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. The option look. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, security, get you a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to the air one more time. Finds a spot in the middle. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make a completion. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before all kinds of running room. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get points on the board before the half. Got it! Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the option. Quick toss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Horvat getting some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How do you not get excited? And how do you see when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catching the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But a really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll run play action. Quickly complete.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. He's going to catch a big fella.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get him down after he makes the catch. After the short completion, it's now second down. The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Looking to pass, it's Horvath. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. One bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here comes the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And here comes the Navy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The give to the fullback. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Handoff from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Irish! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.